Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Kerbal Space Program 2. Today we're going to be landing on the Mun. So I first of all just started off by figuring out the right pod for this, because obviously you need a lightweight one and not too big, and you know, it needs to be a bit aerodynamic. Well, it doesn't really, because we're going to be putting a fairing over this. So yeah, here we go. We're just building the fuel tanks here, just to, you know, get the right height and everything. Put on a battery and a stabilizer, and I put on some solar panels up the top there and these landing gears, and I went for the Reliant engine because it's got a gimbal on it. So yeah, put a antenna dish on top so I don't lose connection. Also put a docking on the very top, just you know, just in case. And there's the fairing on. Started messing around with the colours of the fairing just to make it look a bit nice, but that didn't really matter because I ended up hitting the assembly and then that changed the whole colour. So yeah, here we are building the space part of the rocket. This is the part we're going to be using in orbit to propel us from Kerbin to the Mun, and here's the bit that will get us out of the atmosphere. It's pretty big, obviously. I chose the best engine to get us out of the atmosphere. Here I was just trying to figure out like what solid fuel I should be using for this, and so I went for these ones since they're not too big and they're not too small and they're pretty powerful. There's the wings on, experimenting with the procedural wings again because they are just really cool. And yeah, I was just connecting everything up with some struts there just to make it all sturdy, and some, you know, I don't know what you call those. Oh, clamps. That's what you call them, clamps. So yeah, I was just checking out the staging, making sure staging is working and everything. So yeah. Also, if you wanna, you might wanna stay to the end because something really, really weird happens on the Mun, and obviously it's probably just a bug. Well, it is early access, so it's understandable, but it was really weird. Actually, there's a lot of weird things in this video once you see it. Once we get onto the launch pad, you'll actually, you might be able to see it on the launch pad, but yeah, there we go. We're just checking out my Delta V, making sure I've got enough to get to the Moon. And here we are, launch pad. Gonna launch in a wee minute, but let me see if you can see it. Yeah, see just on the left of the clamp, you can see the Kerbal. I think that's the one from the main menu. So I don't think it despawned, so here we are, countdown. And we have liftoff. There we go. Just realized I probably shouldn't be using my main engine, but the sound of the rocket just kind of distracted me from it. It's just amazing. The sound in this game is just epic. But yeah, there we go. I realized that my main rocket engine was on, wasting fuel, so turned it off. And you might see the throttle go up and down. I was just, well, no, I don't think I did. There was actually a point where I was using the throttle up and down to get the most Delta V, but yeah, here we are. Rocket started tilting, by the way, and yep, booster destroyed our main engine. This was the first fail that I had of this, so I just detached and I was like, right, this isn't working, so back to launch pad again. And there you can see that Kerbal again. Well, he's away now. Yeah, so there we go. Take off again, and yeah, this is the part I said I was trying to find out the best throttle, because in the bottom right you can see my Delta V go up and down, but at the minute it's going up, so you know, that is really good. And it's way back down again. Lovely. Anyway, there goes the boosters, and we're going out the atmosphere real soon. There we go, just passing the Kerbin line. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, here we go. We're gonna get orbit here. So I was messing around with this a lot, and I didn't include the clip, but there was a clip, and I just could not get an orbit. So, you know, orbits in this are a bit hard. I don't know what's going on with them. The making of, or like the adjusting of them is very weird in Kerbal Space Program 2. So anyway, there we go. We're starting our burn to get our orbit. There's the space. This is the bit I was talking about. This is the bit that's going to propel us from Kerbin to the Mun. So, you know, should have really detached my bearings from this, because I wouldn't have weighed us down. But I mean, I would say the bearings didn't really matter, because if you watch as I detach them, well, whenever I go to detach them, delta V doesn't change. But here we are, we're getting our transition from Kerbin to the Mun. I was messing around with this. I was like, what is going on? Why am I not? And then there you go, we got it. So yeah, and I really like the sphere of influence. Like, you can see where I enter the sphere of influence on the Mun and where I exit, which is really, really, really cool in my opinion. But yeah, there we go. We are starting our burn to launch us from Kerbin to the Mun. Pretty lengthy burn here, so you know, I just kind of skipped it just for convenience, and here we are going away from Kerbin. Beautiful view, by the way, and we're coming up to the Mun. There it is, we're approaching the Mun. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Like, the distance between the Kerbin and the Mun is really far. Like, nobody really realizes it, but once you're like in this view, you're like, whoa, okay, that is pretty far. So here we are at the Mun. I'm going to start my deorbiting burn here. We're going to stay in an orbit, but we're just going to get into the sphere of influence here. There you go. There's our orbit, and just bringing it in nice and close. Not too close that we crash, but yeah, there we go. Just going to speed up around to the bright side, because, you know, YouTube hates darkness, so I want to make sure you are able to see what's going on. And yeah, that was our deorbiting burn. And here's me messing around with the fuel transfer menu. It was really strange, but I got it eventually. So yeah, there we go. That is the separation of our I don't know if you would call it deep space, just like space, part of the rocket. But yeah, there is our solar panels opening. So got those open so we don't run out of electricity. And yeah, but yeah, this is my watch time from subscribers. It's very low, so please really do consider subscribing before we land on the Mun, preferably. So yeah, it would really, really, really help out. Thank you. Anyway, here we are. We are coming up to the Mun here. Just going to speed it up a bit more because this is really lengthy. So there we go. Don't know what happened there. That's not the thing I was talking about at the start. You'll see it in a wee minute here. Also, you can see that Kerbal going wee wee wee. So yeah, here we go. We're coming down gentle. I am really, really bad at landing. Like, you'll see the lander bounce up and down. Like, watch. Whoa. There, and oh, it goes up again. Like, see what I mean? I am terrible at landing. So here we are. We're coming down. Out a bit hard, but you know, we're in one piece. That's all that matters. We're in one piece. So yeah. Paige was talking to me again, so I was just like, okay, go away. So let's get out, do an EVA, and yeah, this happens. So that was a bit annoying, but you know, we got Bill doing his warm up here before he turns on his EVA pack, and we are about to touch the surface of the Mun, and there we go. Terrain collider's a bit off, but oh well. But yeah, this is a beautiful view. The terrain and everything's amazing, and here we are planting our flag of our landing site. Epic, very nice. And here we go, our flag is down. Well, there we go, it's down now. So yeah, that is us. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing. Please leave a comment on what you would want me to do next. Next video, I might actually try to get to Mimus or make a space station, or make a refuel station so we can refuel in orbit. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.